Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps, and I have a Stamps the Mail Club project to bring you. This one features the Umbrella Weather stamp set, which is in the main catalog, and is a really cute one. It coordinates with the Umbrella Weather framelits. So the stamp set is included in your Stamps the Mail Club kit. If you already have it, you can switch out to something else. And the Umbrella Weather framelits are available as a best value add-on to your kit at a discount. So if you don't have those, it's a great time to add them. Let me show you this fun card. This one uses a window sheet as the background, and so you can see through the front of it, and then also on the inside here your message shows. So these are really neat cards to make using window sheets as the base, and there are some very specific tips and considerations when you do this because you have to plan for all the layers to show through. So let's get stamping, and I will show you some tips for making this card at home. Remember to pull out your enamel shapes, so you'll need those, and then the project kit. And with the window sheets, my advice is to try and keep your fingers off of them. The more fingerprints you leave on them, they're hard to get off, so they're going to keep on showing up. So try to handle these as little as possible. There is a score line here. You'll want to fold on the score line and get that set. I find that with the window sheets, they're really not foldable unless you score. So make sure you score first and then fold on the score line, which I'm doing a pseudo job of. A bone folder would be good right now. I'll have to go get that. All right. So on the front of our card, we have the piece here with the hole on it, so figure out which way that's going to go. And then punched to match it to sit on the back of the front is a piece of this designer series paper. The one here was the little raindrops. This is from the Foxy designer series paper stack, and this one has the little gray hearts, which are super cute. So before we layer this on, we're going to do some stamping. So I have my Stampin' Spot, which is included, and when I'm using Stampin' Spots, I like to ink upside down. Oh, actually, this is a good size for small-ish, and I'm going to go ahead and put some clouds on. Remember, when you're sort of collage stamping or random stamping, always start with your biggest images first, and then go back and add some of the smaller ones. All right. And then also included die cut is the umbrella top for the front of our card. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one and stamp it. I have my sweet sugar plum here, and because this is a bigger stamp, I'm going to make sure I put my piercing mat underneath here. These piercing mats are great, and I'm going to ink up this direction. All right. And then just stamp right through. So you can either stamp this direction or you can stamp upside down also, and I can show you that in a second here. If you're stamping upside down, you're basically going to ink your stamp, set it this way, and then place your cardstock over the top of it. Either way works. And then one of the other things included this month with Stamps the Mail is a blender pen, and you can use the blender pen to add a little bit of shading. It's subtle, but it sort of turns the difference from a line art kind of piece into something that has a little bit more texture and dimension. So the umbrella would have shading here in the V lines. So what I'm doing is going back and just using my blender pen to smudge back and forth. The blender pen is a clear kind of marker. It includes sort of a glycerin and water mixture, which is really great for doing watercoloring. So it has no color to it itself, as you can see here, and you pick up color from other places. I'll do just a little bit around the edge. And when you pick up that color, then it ends up on your tip, and you can use that little bit of color to smush around. That's the technical term, really. Okay, and then when you're done, if it's not clean, you can just run it out on a piece of scratch paper. Okay, blender pens come in a pack of 3 usually, and they have 2 tips, 1 on each end. So I like saying it's like getting a set of 6 markers. So let's work on assembling this piece. We're going to add our umbrella handle here, and the easiest way to do that is to use a dimensional. Make sure your dimensional is way up at the top, and actually I think I'm going to do it this way. Make sure your dimensional is way up at the top. I like this one to just have a little tiny bit showing at the top like that, because when you put your umbrella on here, if your dimensional is at the bottom, it's actually going to show through to the back side. Okay, so we'll take this and go ahead and put this here, and I'm going to kind of put it over to the side because we have a greeting that we want to appear in this space. Now, when you're working with window sheets, the adhesive grabs really, really firmly and really, really quickly. So you don't get a lot of room for shifting things around once you think, oh wait, that wasn't exactly where I wanted it. And I find it easiest to see if I'm on a dark surface. So I'm going to use my paper piercing mat here. Okay, I think you can see, probably see my fingerprints too. So I'm going to layer this on here. If you're not super confident about how the framing on this piece is going to work, my advice is to go ahead and place it on there just to take a look-see before you actually add any adhesive so that you know that you'll get it in the right place, okay? So, for better or for worse, that's where it is. And then on the inside, you can see that the adhesive shows through on a window sheet card, so you want to make sure you plan your layers so that you can cover that up. And we'll see if I manage to do it. Okay, this is layered here so that the blue, the Island Indigo, is going to show on the edge. So what you want to do here is you want to avoid putting your adhesive too close to the edge, because that will show then when you layer this inside. So I'm going to center this on the hole here because that's the most important thing, and then sort of twist it so that it's lined up with the other. And there we have the front of our card. See how fun? Alright, and then we need this cute little metallic element, which is from your kit, and I'm going to put a little heart on here. We'll put it right up there, coming from our umbrella. So sweet. Okay, which leaves us 2 more pieces of cardstock to apply. This one is going to go in the middle, and you can sort of use your guide here for figuring out where you want your greeting. When I did my greeting, I actually put it on in 2 places. See how I put wishing you brighter days as in 2 liner. The stamp is wishing you brighter days all in 1 line. So one of the nice things about Stampin' Spots is that you can ink selectively pretty easily. So let's see, wishing you is on this side. Okay, and then I can see here from the top. There we go. Wishing you. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here to eye it. I'm going to put the greeting on, and if it's not exactly in the right place, you'll be fine. Just cleaning that off outside where you can see. Make sure that's clean. Stamp it a couple times to make sure it's clean before you ink the second half, because that shadow, I guess you could have a wishing you card, but alright. I keep forgetting to do it from this side. Okay, so you can see exactly where ink is going, which is great. So wishing you brighter days. Okay. And then I'm going to add some little hearts. So I'll place this back on here again, just to kind of get an idea of where they fit. And then the last step will be to adhere our inside layers. So this one is going to be smaller than the Sweet Sugar Plum layer, so go ahead and put this in here. And again, it's going to grab right away, so make sure you're confident when you place it. You don't get to move it later. There we go. Okay, always smush from the back side. And then our cover-up layer here in Sweet Sugar Plum. And you know what? You could put, I'll do it when we're done. It just, okay. And watch out, because you don't want your adhesive to go too close to the edge, because that defeats the whole purpose of covering it up. Now, you can put it on this way, but then you flip your card over and it's likely it won't be centered. So what I'm going to do is hold it this direction and bring my card down on it, because the most important thing is to center on the white layer. Does that make sense? That's the part that will bug you. And if it's a little off on the clear, like mine's at the bottom, shh, don't tell anyone, it'll be okay. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put one more little set of hearts here on the back side, because that's just cute, right? Little heart decoration. So there is our window sheet card. I hope you will have fun giving these a try. Again, just have fun. Think about where the layers are going to show through and where you might want to use some extra layering pieces. See the layer of the Sweet Sugar Plum shows through from the front. It's just it's thinking in extra dimensions that we sometimes don't have to as card makers. So okay, just a quick insert. I almost forgot to put the cute cloud on. So go ahead and grab a Stampin' Dimensional, stick that baby on, and add the sweet clouds to your card. There we go. Happy stamping!